Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. We're gonna try it on the couch today. It's kind of cloudy, so it could have been a nice day at the kitchen table without too much sun. But I thought I'd try it right here. See how this feels for a while. Maybe it's kind of good. You're a little low. Or I'm a little tall. Hello, Batty Lynn. Hello, Dan. Hello, Abin Vadev. I gotta go get my water. I'll be right back. Door to the washer dryer open. Didn't want to do that. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Pooh. Pooh is pouring them coffee. Oh, hold on. I gotta get myself a lid for my coffee. Are you guys gonna be patient? Are you guys gonna be patient? Hope you will be. I feel it's a lot to ask. I think being prompt in life is important. When I tell somebody I'm going to be somewhere at some point, although I did not tell you I was going to be here at this point, I still think it's important to be on time. I think I'm too hard on myself. I'm ready to beat myself up for all sorts of things. Good morning, Chip. Good morning, Taz. All the time. I think I do. Maybe that's why I do this show. Lets it out little bit by bit, but I kind of walk through life correcting myself in a not so kind way. Do you guys correct yourself in a not so kind way? Is that what people do? Or do some people go, oh, it's okay, Ken, you're doing great? Or do you call yourself a dummy or something? I don't know. It'd be great value to be able to put yourself in somebody else's mind for a day. Might be kind of frightening. But I mean, just think about the value we could get from it. It'd be like the ultimate drug. Suddenly I have the thoughts and feelings of somebody else. I beat myself up but laugh about it. Sometimes you're overly positive. Can you be overly positive? Can you be overly positive? I guess that's the flip side of the same coin. Is worry or fear or self-criticism valuable at all? You know? I wonder. I don't know. But good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name's Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. This is a show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking. It's a show about me sharing some feelings, sharing a little bit about life, sharing some of the ups and downs we have. I kind of wish this candle was on screen. What if you guys go further away? And I can put the candle right here. Then it looks like a huge monster candle. And I look so small in distance. I mean, it's kind of interesting. But I don't know, maybe you guys are just gonna have to imagine the candles here. It is here. It's not just in your imagination. Yeah, but it is here. But anyway, this is a show, like I said, about me talking and sharing some feelings. It's the, it's the creamy vanilla swirl, of course. Oh, it's quite nice. But maybe I'm gonna slide my table a little closer. I like to keep my table centered into my rug. Got a bad right knee, so bear with me. Let's see, let's slide it up a little bit, go like that. Yeah, for those that have been watching a while, though, you know, it's not just a show. Hi, Joanne, you're having your coffee as well? I appreciate that. I'm about to have my coffee. I have not had my coffee yet. If you tuned in the very beginning, if you were in there the first minute of the show, you saw myself pouring my coffee. Mark wants to know if parents are too gentle nowadays. Should they restore law and order in the nuclear family? I struggle with that. I don't know what too gentle is, but I don't know if you can, I don't think you can love too much. I think parents of former generations should have been able to express their love more for their kids in ways other than sternness. I think emotions are okay, and passion is okay, and crying is okay. And I think generations past found a way or did their best to bury those feelings and act like, I don't know, maybe be too hardened. Yeah. But what if the parents are giving all the love they have already? I don't know. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, again, you know it's not just a show about me talking, you know it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I have a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I am excited to have my first sip at this, for me, late hour. My hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. Cinnamon dolce. It's nice. Kind of been hoarding it for some reason. Really no reason to hoard it. I have, I guess I'm hoarding it not because I don't want it to go away, because I can get more. But I want to like savor the appreciation. And I think if I drank it every day, I might take it for granted. Under Sky is having a cold McDonald's frappe. Advice on confronting a cheating spouse with evidence. I don't think it's really about the evidence. Do you need evidence if you think your husband or wife, if you're asking that question, I mean, I'd say the marriage is in a lot of trouble. Whether you have evidence or there even was cheating. You know, if you suspect your spouse is cheating on you, I mean, what good does it really do confronting? Will you be able to forgive if they say, yes, I'm sorry, I won't do it again? I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting topic, though. Let me have a little more coffee. Oh. Oh. Somebody said I had the cinnamon dolce yesterday. I think I had the toasted coconut yesterday, didn't I? I think I did. I think I finished off the bag. I was wondering. I think it's been a couple days, or I might add the Sumatra. I don't think I had the cinnamon dolce yesterday. I mean, I could find out. Do you want me to find out, Steve? Do we care enough? Are we going to look for evidence? Because I can find out what I had yesterday. And not by looking back on the video, but by smelling the grounds in my bag. I kind of want to. Mark Littlejohn says, at the family table, should the man, provider of the house, get the biggest piece of meat? I mean, this sounds like a question from the 1830s. Sounds like a question from the 1830s. I've watched Westerns the last couple nights. I really kind of enjoy it. And again, I don't think TV's a good habit. I'm not saying it is. But you guys know I just got this TV a couple days ago, and it's kind of nice coming home. I worked last night and taking a bath, and last night I cooked a frozen pizza and decided to finish the movie I'd started the night before called Hostel. Again, it stars the actor who was in The Batman with Joker, the Welsh actor who's really good at changing accents, who's done a lot of great, great movies. But he doesn't talk a whole lot in the movie. Oh yeah, we're talking about getting the biggest piece. Chris Rock talks about his dad getting the biggest piece of chicken. Well, I mean, not even from a should they, but if you are you know, on a needs basis, the man at the table, and I apologize, this isn't trying to be sexist, I'm just digging into the question. The man at the table who is going to, in ancient times, go hunt for more meat, needs strength with which to hunt for that meat. So I guess, in theory, although I will say, it seems young men, boys, teens, need a ridiculous amount of food in their teens to grow. It's an interesting topic because I'm not looking at it from I'm looking at it from a physiology, maybe is the right word, or I don't know, perspective. Like what's a scientist would say, what is needed, not what's fair. But if you need dad to go kill another mammoth or something, and you're living in a cave 2,000 years ago, and if your whole family's dependence is on dad getting another mammoth, you better make sure dad's fed. But I mean, obviously you got to make sure mom can nurse the babies, and everyone can grow, the young men can grow up strong as well and hunt mammoth for their families. I don't know. How many men? Okay, Chapter Chaser says, but it's in 2025. Yeah, but we're not that far off our instincts, Chapter Chaser. Okay, so can we pretend we're not in 2025 and call it like Leave It to Beaverland, like 1950s? Because in 2025, I'm twice divorced. I'm not at home eating the biggest piece of meat. I'm out trying to hunt for pieces of meat to send back to the other families, you know? So in 2025, things are very different. There's people who live their lives like it's the 1940s. So let's go back to pre the divorce situation. And like in the 1950s, should, what's his name? Cleaver. Should Papa Cleaver get the biggest piece? Yeah. I'd say Mr. Cleaver should have gotten the biggest piece of meat at the table. What do you guys think? Ward Cleaver. Yeah. Is that sexist? Huh. Raw Dog says it's basic respect. Yeah, but I wasn't even looking at it from respect. I was looking at it more from, you know, if survival needs and what is most important, not out of respect for the father who's going in Ward's case, whatever Ward did, going to the office, doing what Ward did. They don't really talk about what Ward did on Leave It to Beaver. Not that I watch Leave It to Beaver that much. But you knew what Mr. Brady did. Would I like to try? Hey, somebody named Architect just hopped on. Which is what Mr. Brady was. Ward sold insurance. He seemed too nice for that. Not that, I'm sorry to any insurance salesmen that are with us today. Men typically need more calories than women. It depends who works harder. Well, yeah, men have bigger bodies to move around, if nothing else. Say the average man is 200 and the average woman is 150. you know, it takes us men 33% more energy to move the 200 pounds of mass around. So if a woman needs, I don't know, 2,000, 2,200 calories, a man's gonna need 2,800 or whatever. Yeah. Mike Brady was a lousy architect. Not enough bathrooms in the house for a family of 9. Well, wait a minute. When you're saying a family of 9, you're counting Alice? Did we ever get into Alice's bedroom? I'm betting she had a bathroom in her bedroom. Yeah. It was back by the washer and dryer, I think, behind the kitchen. Which for me would be back over there. So if I had a maid, if I had an Alice, she'd come out of that room. It wouldn't be a glorious life. She wouldn't have to work hard. I keep my place pretty clean without an Alice. Did I have my own Alice growing up? She did. One episode showed it. What, her bathroom or her bedroom? Oh, that's nice. So what day is it? Did I even say what day it was? I don't even know what day it is. I got distracted by all this great conversation. It's Thursday morning. It's May 29th. See guys walking in the street out there, they look like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they're workers or workmen or something, but they both look like they got coats on. See a guy over there, he's got a t-shirt on, makes me feel a little better. Those guys look like they were chilling. It is Thursday. Good morning, Tanya Flanagan. How are you? It is almost June, which brings us back to Leave It to Beaver. Sometimes I think my conversations have deep meaning. They do. Sometimes we go into deeper subjects. And again, you know I edit all these videos into shorts and reels and TikToks. Post them all over. Grow my audience, generate tremendous amounts of revenue. And yeah, the mother was named June. Hello from Utah, Crystal. I can't believe it. Okay, well, there's two things I can't believe. First of all, a year ago at this time, I was in Yellowstone. That year, that seems to have gone very quickly. Almost, I hate to say it, makes me sad. I think about like just driving out there and all the videos I posted on the ride out there, and I stopped in some little spot in Nebraska. I can't even remember the name of the town, but did a nice show in front of a gas station, and how exciting that was. But then I did get a call. I bought my Kia Soul. As you know, I have a white Kia Soul. I bought it 6 months ago now. And the dealership called me to see if I'd come in and schedule the service for it. And I told them I moved to Wisconsin. So it feels like I've had the Kia Soul for longer than 6 months. But being in Yellowstone doesn't feel that long ago. You know what I mean? Tanya Flanagan said, how are the kids? I think the kids are great. Augie just finished preschool for the year, which kind of makes me sad. It was his first year of preschool. I haven't seen him in a long time, and that makes me sad. But I got my big girls coming up in a couple weeks, and I'm excited about that. Architect says a successful day begins with a quiet moment and a hot cup of resolve. I like that. I like that. It sounds poetic, but I'll tell you what. This morning I was up past midnight last night and was kind of, I don't know, tossing and turning and kind of thinking a little bit. And wasn't super enthused to hop out of bed. It feels funny talking about it, but I cannot tell you how much saying thank you, Lord, gets me going and keeps me going. Yeah. Should there be American history or current events test to be able to vote? No. There should not be an American history or a current events test to be able to vote. I think every citizen, regardless of awareness or IQ, should be able to vote. Yeah. I don't have any more to add to that. I felt that was a big statement. I thought I was gonna, like I said, I clip these. And sometimes I come up with like things to add to make it a short or a reel or a TikTok. But that was too succinct. A lot of people die for our right to vote, yeah. Steve, I don't think school was the barrier for that at all. School for my older ones was a challenge. I don't want to go into any specifics, but I just know the divorce is hard and working out what's best is hard under the best situations. And I'm twice divorced and never dreamed. Again, I think I was living in a fantasy that my second marriage was magically meant to be or gonna be perfect. And it was far from perfect from day one. And wasn't prepared to live the life of a divorced dad or ready to again, because it hurt so bad the first time. How is it that one time was not enough? I don't know what you mean. How much did I lose? That's an interesting question, because financially I didn't lose much. We were struggling financially. I want to go get some coffee. You're going to come with? I mean, financially it was just a waste of money for everybody. Nobody benefited. I'd like to pay more child support to both ex-wives. I'd like to be on better financial footings. But I think emotionally I lost a ton. A lot hurt more than financial. If it was just money, I think it would be a lot easier to heal from. Yeah. Oh. But I do believe things happen for a reason. And I do have, am I okay? Yeah, no, I think I'm okay. Are you okay? I try and be patient with certain people, and I'm just not sure why. I don't know why I do it. Yeah. I don't know, because patience is probably a good thing. Yeah. Do I think white people should be proud of their culture, religion, heritage, blood, soil, nations? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure why you phrase it as white people. Like if I'm Norwegian, let's say, should they be proud of their culture? I would think so. I don't think pride in one's culture should come down to color of skin. I hope people of all races are proud of their culture. You know? Architect, you have a wonderful day as well. I appreciate you hopping on. Good morning, Steel Seeker. Yeah. Diane said, why are we listening to a guru that destroyed his life? Well, Diane, I have a question for you. Why are you listening? Because you hop on every day and you say negative things. So, why are you listening? Seriously. I mean, I know your name's not Diane. I know you're a troll. But why do you hop on every day to my show and say negative things? Can anyone guess why Diane does that? Let's throw out some guesses why she does that. Why do you think Diane does that? Watches me every day and says mean things. Okay, because she loves me. We got a couple votes for loving me. We got 3 votes for because she loves me. Okay, well, Diane says she's in love with me. Well, Diane, let it go. Let it go. Yeah, okay. So you think somebody could be motivated? Okay, Angela says because she's bored. Yeah. Attention seeker, says Taz. She's a witch. She must be a fun person to be around. Old school mid-range, another troll says, I'm so unlikable. I make nice people say bad things. Really? I make them say bad things? Why do you think old school mid-range, another troll that hops on, says bad things every day and creates fake accounts? Same reason? No, she's just a hater and that's okay. Yeah. I don't know that you should surround yourself with haters. You know? Does it make any sense? Why would you? Why, if you were a hater, would you be around things that you hated? What's the value in being hateful? I just don't understand it. She's unhappy and she's venting. Yeah, I mean, obviously unhappy must be part of it. And looks at me as something to lash out at. Probably. I'm betting it's a woman that was divorced or cheated on and is still angry at their husband or boyfriend or ex, and probably hates men, and really hates me because I'm unapologetically me. Oh, that's nice. She probably does need a hug. She probably does need a hug. I almost ate my cat yesterday. No, I'm not following you. Somebody gave a very deep response that I didn't really get. There we go. I just decided to clean up the channel a little bit. Okay. Well, we got a great audience today. We have a great audience today. Can I talk about me lifting weights? Not particularly. I mean, not particularly. Mark Littlejohn. Mark, why? Are you a real person, Mark Littlejohn? Well, I look and we have 85 people watching. And we have 28 thumbs up. I can see through, Steve's going, it's funny you say a great audience right after a bunch of trolls. So you said a bunch of trolls. It was just 3. It was really just 3 trolls. You know, I think we blow out, we give too much attention or credit to a small number of negative voices in life. Yeah. And because they type fast and they're spew hatred, they get more attention than they need. What types of apps do I use on my TV? Really, I've only been using Tubi so far. I've only been using Tubi. It's got free movies. And I've only got the TV for a few days. Tubi and YouTube. So those are the apps I use. Hello, Golden Crafts. How are you? Crunk MMA. Dude, you're so calm and well-spoken. That gives me peace. Maybe that's why the trolls hop on. They try and agitate me. They see if they can ruffle my feathers. Seems like there'd be a better purpose for life. Yeah. Yeah. I know. But sometimes it makes me wonder, and a lot of times it's really dangerous to try and figure out other people. Yeah. How's the golf game coming? The golf game, I've only played the twice, the 2 times I have, and I'm excited. It's weird because there's so many little videos. I don't know, you click on one on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and they start showing you millions of different little short golf tutorials. And I think you can get a lot from it. I think you can. And I'm interested to play again. But just watching these guys swing and explain, you don't want to have your wrist in this position, but you want to have it here, or you want to bring it inside like this. Not just say it, but actually show it in a video, helps a lot. Helps a lot. And I think if I kept watching those videos, my game would improve. Again, you have to play. You have to play, and I've only played twice this year. My buddy was supposed to come up last weekend, but I don't know, various issues interfered, and we weren't able to get together. I'm working today, so I don't get to go golfing, but I do. I mean, I could go play 9. The thought of playing 9 holes and then working really doesn't sound enjoyable. It sounds too tiring for me. What is my net worth? Oh, but you're calling me Bruce Willis. So you're asking, I don't know if you really want to know what my net worth is, or if your priority is saying I look like Bruce Willis. Or you want to know Bruce Willis's net worth. And I don't know Bruce Willis's net worth. I've heard I look like Bruce Willis. And if you want to know what my net worth is, you're going to have to ask it a little more clearly. Somebody said only $30. Is my net worth $30? I mean, right now it would really come down to the equity in the car versus how much I owe on it. That's where most of the net worth or lack thereof comes into play. I think you'd be surprised how little most people's net worth is. I think most people think they have some net worth. But I bet if you, certainly if you saw a downtick in the real estate market at all, vast swaths of the net worth of America would go away. And I bet for most of middle America, they have so much credit card debt that, I'm thinking back to when I was a kid and all my friends, and maybe we lived a better life than most, but we owned homes, and we lived in those homes for a number of years. And I don't think my parents had all the credit card debt that society does today. But I'm betting if you took the median person in the country, which is the average, or what is the mean, median, and mode? Mode is the most occurring. Median is the middle person, I think, and mean is the average. I think you'd be surprised that the middle person might not have a net worth, might be negative. I don't know that. Cars don't have equity, do they? Don't they lose value once you drive off the lot? Cars can have equity, Steve. I mean, you buy used cars, don't you? And you pay money for used cars, so they have equity. How long have I been in Appleton now? 3 months, I think. I moved up here on February 19th, so 3 months and 10 days. Best things about the city? I'm going to say the people. I like the people a whole heck of a lot in Wisconsin. They just seem like, I don't know. whether it's the veterans that are all over, or the people that hold the doors, or the just regular people. It doesn't. Again, it's very different than the western suburbs. I felt in the western suburbs of Chicago, one's wealth was more relevant than it is here. And I think people are just kind of, and I don't even know if it's a good thing, but it's different. It just feels different up here. So I like the people most. Huh. Yeah, there is something nice about the people in Wisconsin. There's a bunch I like about Appleton. The downtown's awesome. The water, I think, is beautiful. I haven't figured out how to catch any fish. Honestly, there aren't that many great golf courses. There was more golf courses in the western suburbs, but that doesn't surprise me. There were more people there. You know, there was, this town's 75,000, but there was a smear of, it was a metropolitan area of several million people in the western suburbs of Chicago. Yeah. I think there's beautiful golf courses up here, but you got to drive for them a little bit. I think in Chicago, I probably took it for granted that there'd be a nice golf course every 5 miles or something like that, and that doesn't happen here. There's just not enough people living up here. It sounds like I'm missing Illinois. I mean, I miss my kids. I miss my kids and I miss my church, is what I miss about Illinois. Well, thank you, Sunchild. I'm curious, Sunchild. You said you usually troll in these lives, but this seems like not the place. This the type of dude you learn from. Well, that's sweet of you to say. Can I ask you a question, Sunchild? Sunchild, why do you troll on videos? Yeah, why do you troll on videos? What value? I don't really understand why people would do it. Steve, believe me, I'm exploring options with that. You don't need to keep trying to brainstorm ways for that. People playing video games or random videos of live clips. Okay, could you troll on people playing video games? So most of the videos the lives you go to, are people playing video games. They're depressed, most likely have a bad home life and were bullies in school, says Nacho Pancake. Okay. Mad Acoustic, where do you live? Whatnots recommends my channel to your subscribers. Well, I appreciate that, Whatnots. Hold on, I'm gonna get a little more coffee. Oh, gonna get a little more coffee. Yeah, no, I don't really play video games. I'm surprised how popular, and I'll tell you what, that's a scary thought, the dumbing down of our society, how popular watching people play video games is. Like, yeah, if I wanted to get to 1 million subscribers real quickly, I'd probably be better off scrapping this page, and might be kind of fun getting an old school in television and playing, I don't know, Sea Battle. Kicking people's ass in Sea Battle, because I was pretty good at Sea Battle. It's a little chilly in here. I must be getting old. People are calling me old. I have it set for 71. I was feeling a little chilled. Ugh. Let's say back to here. Why I troll. I'm a blue-collar man. I work your ass off for every penny. I'm not envious, but it's a bad sign at times. Yeah, but you still... Okay, but I'm curious, Sunchild, and I appreciate you being honest. But what benefit does it come to you to troll? If I were you... Oh, you're 26. Okay. You're blue collar, you work your ass off, you're watching people play video games online. But don't you have something better to do? You know? That's what I don't really get. And I get people hopping on saying mean things to me. And they're saying it's because I'm a jerk or whatever. It doesn't even matter what they say about me. Because no matter what I am, I'm always curious, don't they have something better to do? And Sunchild, I would assume that you have something better to do. That's what I don't get. Yeah, okay, I appreciate you saying that. I have a good a point, of course. Like, it doesn't matter if the people you're watching are losers. You don't need to be a loser. And even with my trolls, they call me a loser. Okay. I'll play their game. Let's say I'm a loser. You guys, the people watching, that I just don't understand the benefit to them saying negative stuff. Okay, somebody says, I think most people troll to get a reaction. Huh. All right. Yeah. Kimberly says, loves that this turned out into a personalized troll telling off therapy session. Well, it just confuses me. Because I get the same people hopping on saying bad things. I'm going, okay, you're right, I'm a horrible monster. So what are you doing? So what benefit is that? You know, I just don't get it. And I don't think we should try and understand other people all the time because it's confusing. It confuses me. Whatnot says he doesn't stress, or they don't stress what people think. They're just hurt inside. Do I want your phone number? No. Kimberly, are you a troll? We got a great audience today. The comments can be very funny because it constantly changes as the live stream changes. That's the enjoyment of it because it's usually harmless. They get their engagement either way. Yeah. I guess if they're, okay, so you guys, so Sunchild, I think your name, you're watching people play video games that aren't even watching the comments. And you might be calling them a douchebag or fat or ugly or stupid or whatever. So trolls are on it to engage with other trolls who are also making mean comments. Is that right? And some reason, when a group of trolls gets together and all says mean things, there's some joy in that? Okay. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate you sharing. Sunchild had a comment in a live before, made me laugh your butt off, so I reckon I'm not the only one. Do I need a mod? No, I'm not overly concerned, it's pretty easy to remove people from YouTube. Yeah. Huh. For your work, you shit talk a lot. So for you, it's not personal. It's part of our fun. Huh. I mean, I enjoy engaging a little bit with people I know. And it's okay. You do you, sunshine. Yeah. Twisted sister. You've asked twice, what are you up to? And you don't say, so. Well, Braden, if you're uptight that you asked twice and I haven't responded to you, change the channel. Airline watches we streamers because you like to analyze people. It's a lonely life. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. You know what I kind of like about that? Then I get less viewers and nobody wins. I'm not going to get less viewers, Braden. Yeah, don't act like you're doing me a favor. You know, I'm not asking for any favors. But what I prefer is a good conversation with a lot of I hate to say it, love and support. But for some reason, people want to try and mess that up, which is a little strange. Yes, I know, I look like Bruce Willis and Johnny Sins. Yes, I do. I'm a spitting image for both Bruce Willis and Johnny Sins. Yeah, no, I'm not like desperate for viewers. I talk about monetizing this, but I don't do it like I'm worried about it. You know, I just think it's happening. It's the natural course of this show. I'm liking to talk and drink coffee, and for whatever reason, people want to do it with me. But yeah, I'm not needing somebody on that wants to say mean things. And the mean things don't even hurt, but I'm just confused. What do I do for a living, bro? I would probably have answered that if you didn't end it with bro. Kimberly says she thinks trolls get a kick out of getting a reaction amplified by their no consequence from behind a monitor. Better ways to get it, maybe to go a compliment or engaging comment. Yeah, no, I don't understand. Yeah, they could say something nice. It's so strange. Because the same trolls disagree with everything I say and have a mean thing to say about everything I say. Where am I from? I'm from Wisconsin. I believe there's a lot of schadenfreude that goes on out here in a live streaming land. I don't know what that means, but I like the word. Give you all of my money. The emotional experience of pleasure in response to another's misfortune. I think there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. What do I think about Donald Trump? Hello, David from England. If you were me, you would block the trolls as soon as possible. Sometimes they give good conversations. I think this one's interesting to me. We have people exchanging Bible verses on my show. We've got a great audience. We've got 85 people watching. Nicholas agrees. Sunchild says it's not that deep. They think shit talking is just part of life. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody says I wear the same underwear for 5 days. Well, thank you, BC. Sent me a gift. That was very kind of you, BC. I appreciate that. Matt Olshavy, yeah, definitely don't wear the same underwear for 5 days. I'm not even wearing any underwear. Take it easy, ladies. See, I think I could probably do this. Bye from India. I don't know what's going on. Well, thank you, Will. I appreciate you loving me. Somebody wants to fly to me and sleep with me. Well, I only, if you do fly to me. By the way, there's an Appleton International Airport. Kind of excites me. Taking a plane from Appleton, Wisconsin. But if you do want to sleep with me, we would only have 2 choices with which to sleep together. It would be an air mattress or this futon I'm sitting on. Let's see. I appreciate, Randy said a bunch of nice things. And he said it takes a strong man to give up alcohol. I don't want to, am I strong for giving up alcohol, or was I determined? And I think there's a difference, or I wanted to. I think there's a difference. Because I don't struggle really. Yet I drank every day. And I thought I would struggle. And I'm around alcohol all the time. I mean, I go into bars and restaurants. I'm not afraid of it. If I had a party here, I think I'd have people have alcohol over. I don't know, that'd be weird. I don't know. Would it be weird if I had a party, people brought alcohol? I think it'd be weird if I said they couldn't. Let's see, Randy, those words were kind words. Priorities change. Good morning, Stank, how are you? Stank, you don't have the most positive name either. Wonder how we choose our names. Let's go for some Maker's Mark on the rocks. You know, the only thing I almost have a soft spot for Maker's Mark. I never really drank, I think it's whiskey or bourbon or whatever that is. I remember getting the Maker's Mark cigars a lot when I'd be in casinos. Will, tell me the secret, please. I gotta know, I can't wait any longer. Good morning, Connie, how are you? For the secret. We have a great audience today. And if anybody new is out there, please subscribe. Yeah. Why no hair? Because my hair was thinning. I was working a stressful job, but I'm not sure it was the stress. I don't really know if stress causes hair loss. But my hair was thinning in the 20s, and it kept going shorter and shorter. And one day I shaved it, and really haven't looked back. Do I find I attract a lot of the crazies? It almost seems, well, according to Sunchild, the crazies are out there all over. Yeah, and they're looking, I don't know, are even the positive people crazy? Are we all crazy? I think we might all be crazy a little bit. Sunchild said, like you said, you're 26, you have long hair to your shoulders, but thinning from past drug use. Only reason you don't cut it is because you know it won't come back the same. Well, cut it off. So, do whatever you want to do, Sunchild. Don't listen to me. But maybe cut it off. You're never going to get it back. You know? Do you? But I don't miss hair at all. Ken is too chair to pay for haircuts. All he does is drink coffee. Bruce shaves his head too. You've been debating for months. Okay, Sunchild, just think of all that stress. Because debate means you're in a point of conflict. So you must be stressed about your hair. I don't even think about my hair. And people call me Bruce Willis or ask why I'm bald. It's the only reason I ever really think about hair. It's kind of the same with alcohol. I don't think about alcohol, so I'm not sure if it takes great strength to be sober. That'd be like me, somebody saying it takes great strength to be bald. I don't really think about either. Hey bro, listen to your, let's see, wash, comb, primp. It's a hassle, so much easier to run a soapy rag on your head. All right, I like that. Okay, never had a bad hair day either. Is Matt a bald person? Matt, Bruce, and I are bald. I kind of look like Jason Statham. Well, I appreciate that. At least it's a change of pace. I don't hear Jason Statham as often as I do Bruce Willis, Hank from Breaking Bad, or any other bald white man. Would I like to reaction on song Millionaire? I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. Do you think those other guys would let me join in a band with them? I mean, they're all famous, and I'm just me. Hey, Jason Statham. And I don't even play an instrument. Can I be in a band with you called the Bald Brothers? We'll get Hank Schrader. We'll get Johnny Sins. We'll get The Rock. Does any of us know how to play instruments? Look, okay, Prime Minister in New Zealand. I hear that a fair amount. I don't know what the Prime Minister in New Zealand looks like. I really don't. I guess he looks like me. I should Google him. Green Day is awesome. Let's see. Hey, look at that $20. Has 9 thumbs up. Rob Halford could be our singer. Yes, he could, Steve Ruggiero. Sometimes I'm not sure about you, Steve, but that might have been the coolest thing you've ever said. Yeah, that might have been the coolest thing you ever said. We could get Moby too. I followed Moby for a while on some social media platform. Do you guys remember Moby? He's very musically talented. He's a bald white guy. He's a vegan though. Surprises. I mean, doesn't really surprise me. Yeah. I'm the GOAT. Well, that's so sweet. I mean, I kind of think Rob Halford's got the coolest metal voice. Just seeing his name put me in a good mood. Sunchild, enjoy your night's sleep. Oh, you'll see my videos around. I post a lot. Somebody wants me to be their daddy. I don't think I'm going to be your daddy. Wait, who said he's old now? Who's old? Rob Halford? No, he's not. I mean, he might be old. You and Rob Halford probably went bald about the same time. He was going bald before me, I think. Yeah, maybe totally shaved. But I saw a video of him at Live Aid, and his hair is certainly receding. That was like, well, it's 85, I think. My hair wasn't receding at 85. I was rocking my best hair at maybe not 85, but late 80s, I was rocking my best hair. Yeah. I could do this. I can't do it all day. I get to go to work in a couple hours. Wait, you're 45 and you're hot? Bay, 5'10" Bay? You're a dude though, right? I mean, you're not real hot. Even if you're as hot as it comes, if you're a dude, it's just not gonna work with me. It's just not gonna work with me. No matter how hot you think you are, if you're a dude, it's gonna disqualify you. Yeah. Sorry. But anyway, it's about 8 o'clock. We've had a great audience. And I could do this for several more hours. I wonder how many subscribers I could pick up if I had the energy to talk for 4 hours. Could I pick up 100 subscribers? Would 100 subscribers be worth a 4-hour talk? Would 25 new subscribers an hour be worth it? Probably. Andre Agassi did hide his baldness for years. He had a hat and he had like long hair. And then one days, well, thank you, BC, for somebody just sent me $10. That was so kind of them. But he did. He wore a hat. And then one day, I think it might have been like Sports Illustrated, but there was a picture of him and his hair was like this. And we had no idea. And then he shaved. He might have been the inspiration more so than, a lot of people say Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan went bald, but I think for white men, when Andre Agassi started shaving his head down, it started making it okay for white men to do it too. Bruce Willis a little bit in Pulp Fiction, when he came out, he didn't have it shaved clean, but he went really low. And yeah, I'd say Bruce Willis and Andre Agassi were my inspirations for going bald. Who is this? Who is this? This is me. Hello, football is the GOAT. We have a galore. Now, Telly Savalas, you know, I was around when Kojak was on, but he wasn't the inspiration. That'd be like saying Yul Brynner. You know, Yul Brynner was a bald white man, as early, I mean, probably similar age to Telly Savalas, but neither of them inspired me. Billy Corgan, no, he went bald later. He's bald now, but he wasn't bald when he was really big in the mid-90s. He was from Chicago. Good morning, Scott. How are you? Is Smashing Pumpkins grunge? Taz, thank you so much for tuning in. Zamiri, it's going well, and what am I doing? I'm sitting here drinking coffee, talking. I do this for about an hour each morning, and my audience grows a little every day. I live in Appleton, Wisconsin. I just moved into a one-bedroom apartment a couple months ago, and I work hard. I'm twice divorced. I've got a lot of financial responsibilities, but I also have a lot of life experiences that seem to be worth sharing. And I appreciate people hopping on and finding any value in what I have to say. And I hope that they do. Let's see. But again, we've had a great audience today. And anybody new out there, please subscribe if you like it. If you don't worry about it. Scott says, no birds chirping this morning. Well, no, I'm inside. We're not going to hear birds chirping inside. Maybe Scott last hopped on when I was at my sister's house maybe 2 months ago. And I was sitting outside and the birds were chirping like crazy. Do I have any children? I have 4 beautiful children. Yeah. What is it about, if I don't mind you asking? Batty Lynn is sitting outside with all the birds. Yeah, no, the birds chirping, it's beautiful. 2 years, was it 3 years ago? Maybe 2 years ago, I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment, or 2-bedroom single-family home. 1 year ago, I was at Yellowstone at this time, doing my show before I started waiting tables. I tell you what, you go back. You've seen me do this show in all sorts of different places. Okay, Scott says there's no birds chirping at his mother's house. Yeah. Do I miss being able to open the windows? I absolutely wish I could open the windows. Maybe not as much for birds chirping, because again, I live in right downtown. You know, we get seagulls and stuff, but we don't get too many birds flying around here. I miss opening the windows just for fresh air and cooling off the apartment. But I love my apartment. I mean, it's a nice apartment. It's a really nice apartment. I think I'm really fortunate to have found it. I mean, really fortunate. It's funny because perspectives are so different here. I spend what I spend in rent, and for me, it's relatively low rent. But most people that I work with think it's a ton of rent or it's super expensive. And this apartment in the western suburbs of Chicago, where I'm from, would be at least twice what I'm paying in rent here. No, the windows do not open. My favorite food is lasagna. Am I strong? I'd say for 56, I'm fairly strong. You know, strong's obviously a relative term, but I'm fairly strong, I'd say. Yeah. Where am I? How am I? I am in Wisconsin. I am good, but I'm hungry. But you know what's okay? It's okay to be hungry. I tell you, is anyone struggling with weight loss? Hello, Eileen from Ireland. How are you? The key to weight loss is spend a little more time hungry. Yeah. So I'm hungry right now. And part of me wants to go eat something. But I think when we get our mind around a concept, like sober is good, it's easy to stop drinking. And when we get our mind around hungry is good, it's easy to lose weight. So if you want to lose weight, spend more time being hungry. Don't count calories. I mean, do whatever you want to do. But I think so many people try and eat in moderation or count calories or go to the gym even. No, when you're making this motion, you're gaining weight. And when you're feeling hungry, you're losing weight. It's really that simple. And I'm not saying you should starve yourself, but I'm saying next time you feel a pang of hunger, instead of immediately going to the fridge to fill the void, go, I'm not going to eat for another 15 minutes or half hour or hour or 3 hours. In the longer period you go hungry, the more weight you will be losing. Yes, I guess if you're doing that with celery, you can eat a whole lot with celery. I allow myself anything I want. I ate half a frozen pizza and a quarter tub of ice cream last night. But yeah. You can also eat food to stop the hunger that is healthy, like carrots and celery. I don't think carrots and celery stop the hunger. Scott says it's the willpower, but I don't even think it takes willpower if you make a commitment. Like for me, I'm hungry right now. If I said I wasn't going to eat anything till 10 o'clock and made that commitment, it's 8:10 right now, it would be a commitment made and wouldn't require any more willpower, if that makes sense. So once you make the decision is made and it really doesn't take any willpower. I've made a decision that I don't like drinking and I don't want to drink anymore. So it doesn't take willpower to not drink. And also, if you put enough upside, if I say I'm not going to eat until 10 o'clock and then at 10 I knew I was going to gorge on 10 pancakes, again, give yourself a little reward. Maya, I do not remember you, but I appreciate you being on here. We've got a great audience, just a glorious audience today with 67 people watching and 55 thumbs up. I was up late last night. I didn't get a ton of sleep. I get to go to work later today. I might go down to the gym and do a workout today. I may not eat till 10 o'clock because I know I gorged on pizza and ice cream last night. So I can easily make up for that by spending a couple more hours hungry today. Maya cannot sleep. What do I do for work? You don't want to be rude, just was wondering about channel content. Well, what were you wondering about channel content? This is the channel content. Hola, Pumpkin, ¿qué tal? What do I do for work? I work very hard. It's It's a more physical job than I probably should or can be doing for a long time. I think God has a plan for me. What's the longest I've ever been unemployed, if ever? I mean, I hate to say it, as a realtor, I was a realtor for 17 years, and there were vast swaths of that time where I did not know what to do to be productive. So although I wasn't unemployed officially, I wasn't working actively with the buyer or seller to buy or sell a home. So there were vast swaths of times where I felt nearly unemployed. Bay is an independent realtor in Northern California. Maya's worried about her boyfriend because he's acting differently. I've never partaken in recreational cocaine at any time. Have I ever been on the plane before? I'd be happy to share some coffee if you were here. But I don't deliver. I'm American, yes I am. Should I get more coffee? Do you guys want to keep talking? How long can I keep talking? I don't know if there's extra value by keeping talking. You are from India. I am the actual man. What do you mean I'm the actual man? I am an actual man, but if you're going to say the actual man, you got to capitalize it. And I don't know if my actual manniness is worth capitalization. Oh, means I have a deep voice. Well, I don't know. What a great audience. 60. Somebody sent me, 2 people sent me $30 today. Imagine that. Kimberly, you have a wonderful night's sleep. I hope you, if I were you, I'd change the channel from me and listen to some YouTube, like solfeggio music. It helps me sleep. And enjoy your sleep. Hello, his and her landscaping. Somebody says they are rich. Oh, you mean, remove Trump, bring back Democrats, huh? Ask my husband about the fabric of my blouse. Okay. Why do people from the U.S. refer to us as Americans? I don't know. Why do we? I don't know why we do, but I just don't know what else to call myself. Yeah. How much money do I have in my bank balance? Why do you care? Okay, ever happy dudes get some more coffee? I'm gonna go get some more coffee too. Ow. I have a magnificent head shape. Nice pajama pants. Oh. Oh. Oh, my legs. I was sitting crisscross applesauce. Maybe I'm gonna move over here. My legs were kind of hurting sitting like that. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna talk, and it's because I'm hungry. And because I'm sitting here hungry, drinking coffee kind of makes me hungry. I'd be safer going to work out or going for a nice long walk. Maybe I'll go for a nice long walk. Maybe I'll lift weights and then go for a nice long walk. Why am I moaning? Because I'm old and my legs hurt. I got a new shirt. Okay. Let's see. You look like my father-in-law, huh? Did I leave that cabinet? I don't love leaving that cabinet open. It just happens. What are my education qualifications? Well, that's an unfinished question. What do you mean, what are my qualifications? For what? I don't understand. How old am I? I'm 56. Almost seems like we have a new swath of people. Yeah. Am I suffering from pattern baldness? Really, there's so much to read in that question. Suffering. So no, I'm not suffering pattern baldness. Yeah. I'm definitely not suffering. I'm suffering slightly sore knees, but even suffering might be the wrong word. Yeah, Betty Lynn, I wouldn't call it suffering. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any hair. Does that mean I'm suffering pattern baldness? Let's see. You are a teenager. Suggest me something to make my future the best. Well, try and get a little better every day. If you're a teenager, you're very young. We all have our whole life. It doesn't matter how old you are, but you have your whole life ahead of you. And try and get a little better every day would be my advice for anybody almost. And most of us know what a little better is. Most of us know if we could read a book might help. Go to church, work a little harder, exercise. You know, there's so many ways to be a little better. Pick up garbage. Clean your house. Cleaning your house is underused. You want to get a little better. You want to make the world a little better. I think it starts from within. And I think cleaning your house, or they say cleanliness is next to godliness, and I never really understood that. But I think cleanliness is making the world a little bit better by making yourself a little bit better. You know, it's hard to clean the whole world, but it's not really hard to clean your bathroom. And if you clean your bathroom, your world is going to be a little better, and you're going to bring that outside with you. Oh. Mike says, what are the thoughts about tech as career? What are my thoughts about tech as career? I mean, I don't have a ton. They say AI is taking over a lot of jobs. And I would imagine a lot of those are going to be tech jobs. I'm hoping that what I do is unique. I think what I do is unique. I'm a human being. I'm sitting here with experiences. I don't think you can get real human experiences from AI. I don't know what it's... I think fixing things is always a good career. A lot of warehouse jobs are being taken over. Is that true? By AI? Like warehouse jobs, like moving stuff around or loading or stocking? Can AI do that stuff? I'm a little concerned with AI. There's no doubt about it. I know when I'm working and feel productive, I'm happier. Machines are supposed to be replacing workers in Amazon. DP said AI can never replace software engineer. Well, then you sound like you know better than I, DP, about the threats of AI or tech as a career. Yeah, I really don't know. Oh. But anyway, 96 minutes we've talked. That's a lot of talk. That is a lot of talk. Maybe too much talk. This song is not a rebel song. This song is Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Do. I grew up in the 80s. That song was popular back then. But anyway, we've had a great audience today, and I appreciate you guys hopping on and joining me for a couple cups of coffee and chatting with me for a little while. I go live every morning. I have a lot of fun doing it. My page grows a little bit every day, and hopefully it provides some value, and I think that it does. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining today, and hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful week, and that you're feeling good. You're excited about your day, you're loving yourself, you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.